Today we're going to take a look at the Taurus 44 Magnum with the 6-inch barrel stainless steel up against the Ruger Super Redhawk with a 7.5-inch barrel stainless steel. Both of them are dialed in. One obviously looks like it's going to be a little nose heavy. The other one's going to be a little sleeker, but both are going to kick. We're going to be using a Winchester 44 Magnum jacketed soft points.
Alright, we're going to first start off with the Taurus 44 Magnum. Okay, now we have the Ruger Super Redhawk 44 Magnum.
So the Taurus 44 Magnum. Ruger Super Redhawk.
Okay, so I've shot both of these revolvers, and my review thus far is that on the Taurus, it seemed to have a little bit less recoil than the Ruger. When I was shooting the Ruger, it felt like I was almost shooting a bigger caliber, and the reason for that possibility is we have some porting here where there's not any on the Ruger. Also, it was a little bit smoother shooting the Ruger, even though the recoil was a little more. It seemed to stay on target a little better. But so far, I think it's pretty much head-to-head. The grips on this one are a little bit. It's got the rubber matched with the wood grip. This is all wood, so this was a little more uncomfortable. So changing out the grips might be something to consider. But overall, both shot well.
Well, I shot both the Ruger and the Taurus. Both of them heavy-handed. Taurus is a little barrel heavy on the front. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that they've got such a heavy base below the barrel. However, the lift of the barrel was a considerable bit less. And a lot of that has to do with the porting up at the top of the nose. So you've got full 8 ports at the nose. Seems to keep the flash down quite a bit. And on the Ruger, no porting whatsoever. However, it did stay on target a lot better. I noticed a big difference in the triggers between the two. The Ruger had a much smoother action, so when you draw it back, you don't feel like the gun's pulling any bit to the right when you're coming straight back. The Taurus, on the other hand, was a little sluggish, so you tend to force it. And then the minute you force, you shift to the right, and then you correct into the palm on the left. By then the gun is fired, and it really shoves that recoil back into the left hand, even though you're triggering with the right hand. So I would say probably all in all, by the time you get off your second and third shot, you're going to be really pushing over to the left side, whereas the Ruger's going to be a little more stable and come directly back in the pocket of the palm. Obviously the rubber grip on the Ruger made everything a considerable bit more comfortable, only having a wood insert as opposed to a full wood grip. All in all, you're carrying a lot of power, so nobody wants to be on the receiving end for sure. but the delivery systems of both are pretty stout. I think I would lean Ruger just based on accuracy and smooth action.